Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's message. I feel really, really good today. Yesterday, the energy was a little bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. Over the last couple of days, actually, the energy has just kind of been like, it was like a roller coaster and then just like a plunge down into this sort of need for rest, rejuvenation. And that was really coming out in the readings. But today I'm feeling like there's this kind of leveling out again. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this reading and what's going to come out. And before I start, I really want to actually do this. So, I mentioned a couple days ago that I received my first donation from Austin for one of the readings I had done a couple days ago. And when I mentioned that in the video, there was an outpouring of some more from Susan, Chelsea, Naomi, Maria, and Charity. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sending your donations. It means so much to me, especially in this time for artists and just being on here. I don't really get paid. I want to be so transparent or honest. I really don't get paid for very much of what I do and have been struggling a lot. Whoa! Financially. Over the last year or so, just with things going on in the background. So it means a lot that you sent that. So thank you. And by the way, if you're watching this, do not feel obligated. These are literally free readings. I'm doing them because I love them. I enjoy it. I love sharing this. I feel like there's a much bigger need for this in the world. And so that's why I do it. But for those who feel called and who have felt called and sent, thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's get into your reading. Animal spirit. Here we go. We're going to get you an oracle. What is the oracle spirit? What is the animal guide that wants to come through for this collective today? What wants to come through for this collective today? Dragonfly and hyena on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Been seeing a lot of dragonflies lately. I actually just picked up an animal spirit book today with a bunch of animals in it, going deeper into their symbolism. And dragonfly was talking about what I remember from dragonfly is actually a need to connect with fairies. For those of you who are into that, connecting with the fairies. Oh, damn, why is this camera falling over? Listen, something doesn't want me to get you guys this message. What is happening? Maybe the fairies are playing. Something is playing with us. Something's playing. Okay, so the hyena just fell off and the turtle slid out. Okay, let me take a second here. Okay, so the hyena talks about sobriety, and it talks about being somebody who's like a wisecracker is what I get from it, like witty, funny, sarcastic even. But when unbalanced, it can become like a coping mechanism to try to cover over deeper resentments or deeper dissatisfactions with other people or with your situation. I feel like it's like a very self-deprecating vibe, which again, like can be very funny and can be a lovely sort of like unserious approach to life. I think we need to be unserious and humorous in life, definitely. But with that being the underlying energy in dragonfly, it's like what I'm getting with that and with the turtle coming out underneath. Is that there might be a need to look at why exactly that, like what's underneath for some of you, that humor or that sarcasm. Is it defensiveness? for something that you're actually feeling underneath that's more uncomfortable to talk about or to be direct about, even with yourself. This could also have to do with, there are people around you that are like this. Maybe there are groups of people that are around you who act this way a lot. Or this hyena is also giving like a side eye here. Like it gives me a very jealous, kind of envious, predatory vibe. Like with the moon too, with the half shadow, half light up there. It's like that energy is, it's like not, you're only seeing one side of something, one side of somebody, one side of yourself. You're showing one thing, but behind the scenes, behind the closed door, behind the dark side of the moon, it's like something else is going on. 555. There's like a deeper situation, maybe more sinister, maybe just unseen, maybe unconscious. So this could also be like people you're dealing with. And with the dragonfly being a very perceptive, very adaptable. Oh, okay. I love when this happens. Okay, this is coming together. I had forgotten when I was trying to explain to you guys earlier what I read in the animal book, but dragonfly is talking about in the animal book that I had picked up at the spiritual shop earlier. It talks about needing to see through illusions, see through like deceit, seeing through like a situation not being what you think it is. That there are parts of it at play that are not fully conscious, and just to be perceptive and adaptable and aware of that. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for this now. Yes, there's probably somebody, something, some situation, maybe aspect of yourself that needs to be looked at with a more perceptive eye, because it might seem harmless, it might seem innocent on the surface, but underneath it, it's like there's important information. There's important information, and maybe something that's a little more uncomfortable to look at. With turtle slipping out, it's like, take your time with that. It's not like it's a big rush. It's not like it's a big immediate concern. This isn't something that if you don't look at it right this minute, your whole life's gonna fall apart vibe, right? Take that how it resonates. It's not about necessarily procrastinating looking at it, but it's also not a rush. Like take your time really sort of mulling this over and really spending time with this, like this situation, this person, in your own time. Really just think about like the way this person acts, the way you act, the way this part of yourself acts, and just sit with it. Let the intuitions come to you. Let that sort of answer rise up from within in your intuition, rather than trying to also force an answer. But just like me, even just now, like that memory, right? That memory kind of flashed back to me from today as soon as I sat with the energy and pieced it together. It's like that could be part of this. If you read cards too, it's that feeling of letting the intuition sort of put the pieces together for you and not rushing it within the situation. Because yeah, like it could be causing a bit of tension. It could just be causing, there's this like unspoken elephant in the room vibe within, yeah, this thing, whether it's yourself or another person or another situation or group. And you're just being asked to take a look, take a little look, detach, a little bird's eye view. When this person makes that joke, for example, is it really all fun and games, the joke they're making, or are they trying to kind of like say something else? Are they trying to maybe throw some shade for some of you? Are they maybe trying to like take out certain resentments that they have, but it's like secretly through humor? Is it a cry for help? Like, are they feeling a certain way deep down that they actually want to talk about, but it's too uncomfortable for them? Like, you'll know what it is in your situation, but just keep an eye out. That's what I'm getting from that. Keep an eye out. All right, Spirit, let's get into the tarot. What wants to be said here in the tarot? Can we find out more about this particular situation for this collective? More about this particular situation for this collective. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. 5 of Swords and 4 of Pentacles. I just split 2. So that immediately gives that vibe of like somebody not being totally honest and trying to win at all costs. 3 of Swords in reverse with Strength in reverse on the bottom of the deck. This could be like somebody wanting to see you fail. Somebody wants you to fail. Somebody secretly really envies your strength. Somebody really envies who you are, and it's like they won't say it outright to you, and you might not fully pick up on it because they do wear that hyena mask. But it's like they don't want you to be doing well. 11:11 on the timer there. They don't want you to be doing well. They feel really their heart is very closed off, right? They don't see themselves the way you see yourself. They don't see this abundance. They don't see this prosperity. They don't see this interconnectedness in life. They think they have a lack mentality, like there's not enough to go around. And they don't have the kind of strength that you have cultivated in your life, is what I'm getting. But they see that you have it. And it's like, maybe there's a part of them that wants to be happy for you, and there's a part of them that knows they should be happy for you and should be supporting you, but it's like they can't move past their own, like, just a heavy feeling in the heart. Like they can't move past their own grief, their own pain, their own unresolved envy, jealousy, etc. And so it's like, and that might not even be conscious to them. And they can't, like, it's like if they could see that this is the case, if they could see, oh, this person in front of me, like collective here, is here to teach me and help me through their light, and is here to be, like, I could learn from them. I could be inspired from them with their strength and their light, and they're a really good person to have in my life. And I need to work on this within my heart and what's going on. Rather than seeing that, it's like they can't fully see that, some of these people. And it's like, rather than do that inner work, they project their envy outwardly onto you, as if you are like taking from them something, or that you're taking the spotlight, because Leo energy as well, strength in reverse. It's like you're taking the spotlight from them. You're taking their gifts from them. You're taking all the attention, all the love, all the like light, all of the fulfillment, and they're just comparing themselves so hard to you, is what I get. My hands are shaking now. My hands are shaking. It's like you really intimidate this person or these people. Like, you're very intimidating, and you make them feel, you don't make them feel, but they allow your presence to make them feel like weaker than you, as if they could never measure up. But that feeling, this shaking feeling I'm feeling, it's a common feeling I get, where you could perceive it as weakness, but it's also like just a lot of energy moving through. So this person might be very triggered by you. Again, when I'm saying person too, like, take this with a grain of salt and adapt it to your situation. This could also mean like this aspect of yourself. But I'm getting, for a lot of you, it's like an outside person now reading these cards. It's like they're very intimidated by you, very triggered by you. And you're like flying high as the dragonfly. They see you as like very adaptable, very capable of getting what you want, very capable of being who you want to be, being freely yourself. And they don't feel like they have that. I think it was Oprah who said this. My mom always quotes this quote from Oprah, but she said, like, you can't be friends with somebody who's jealous of you. And that is so true. I have experienced this in my own life. It does not matter how much you want to like have empathy, how much you want to try to teach them, how much you want to try to like hold them in their feelings and pump them up. If somebody is jealous, if somebody is envious, you cannot have an equal relationship with them. You just can't, unless they can get that under control, unless they can figure that out and resolve that. Jealousy is a disease. It really is. Um, and whatever the situation is, you really trigger it for them. You really trigger it for them. So if you're in relationship with this person in some way, keep your boundaries up. Like make sure you maintain boundaries. Because I think it's definitely meant to be that you are in this person's life to trigger them and to make them, force them to face that shadow within themselves, force them to face, why am I jealous? Why am I feeling envious of this person? Like, because jealousy and envy can actually just be an indicator of what it is we have the potential to be deep down as well, and we see it exemplified in another. And rather than using that as inspiration, again, it's like we look at it like, well, I don't have that and that person does, and then the envy is the feeling of that gap. And rather than closing that gap and, you know, working on ourselves, it's like we want to indulge in just the like heaviness of that, the ick of that, and the hatred. Because underneath jealousy and envy then comes hatred. Rather than loving the thing we're looking at, we hate it because it reminds us of our own shortcomings. It's a dark place to be. Because I've been there. I've been in jealousy. I've been in envy. Not a fun place to be. Not a fun place to be. It's icky. It's gross. And it goes nowhere. It goes nowhere. Being jealous, being envious, it does nothing for the soul. It does nothing for you. It just keeps you in a constant state of misery. Not good. So keep your boundaries up. Be direct too. Or if it's just too much for you and it's bringing you down, try to find a way to maybe distance yourself from this, because this person's already learning through you. And people who have these insecurities generally tend to like latch on to light. And when you're jealous of something, it's like almost an obsession sometimes where you can't stop like looking at it. Like rather than cutting yourself off from the thing that's making you jealous or envious, these people sometimes will like become obsessed. That's for some of you. So be careful with that energy. You have a really strong light. You have a really strong, clear mind is what I'm getting to from that dragonfly card. You're very adaptable. You're very in control of yourself, which is really beautiful. Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse here and the Fool on the bottom of the deck. It's like, okay, I'm getting multiple messages here from multiple people. Queen of Swords reverse could mean that this is an energy you're coming out of now and entering into this Fool, like this new beginning. Like there's a new beginning opening up for you. For you, you are getting a new beginning. You're getting a new lease on life. Maybe you've been through a really difficult cycle recently that was a long-term cycle that you were just like, how am I, this is endless. I can't get out of this. And maybe you're finally feeling the sun rising out of that night, out of that dark night of the soul, and you're getting a new beginning. And you, maybe this Queen of Swords is saying like, you had to go through the lessons already of maybe even battling your own jealousy and envy here, right? Because Queen of Swords in reverse, she can be like, she can be jealous and cutting to a fault, like cutting to the point that she hurts people unnecessarily when overdone. So maybe you had to deal with your own jealousy issues and envy issues in this cycle, which no judgment, it's human. And admirable to even be aware of that and to look at that within yourself. And because of that, you're entering this new phase. For others of you, it could be that the person you're dealing with is this energy. Maybe there's somebody who, maybe there's somebody who acts like, I have a lot of experience with people like this. Somebody who acts like they are really, really intelligent. Like they just know things and they just have a different view of things than everyone else. Like this sort of intellectual arrogance, I guess we'll call it. Maybe there's somebody who has a very like intellectual arrogance. Nobody's right except for them. They have to question everything that everybody thinks and just looks at them like they're just like plebeians. Is that the word? Plebeians who don't know anything and they know best. Even if you've said something really wise and intuitive and something that might just be a simple truth, it's like these types of people will just like scoff at it and kind of act like, yeah, that's lame. That's just like, but they're not understanding that simplicity is actually sometimes the highest intelligence of the universe. Well, it is the highest intelligence of the universe. And they think that the more like complex and complicated they can make things and in their mind just understand all the workings and mechanisms. Like, but that in itself can also cause you to become lost in that complexity. I'm not going to over explain it because I feel like now I'm getting pulled into that energy. Essentially, like the person you're dealing with could just be somebody who's very harsh, very cutting. That hyena card, right? Like makes jokes, makes remarks that they're trying to act like it's just, oh, I'm just joking. When in reality, it's like, no, you're not joking though, because you said it and the way you said it came from somewhere. And underneath it, you mean something by that, right? And sometimes these people can come across as intimidating, especially if you're really in your light and you're really open and you're really kind-hearted. People like that can sometimes come across like just overbearing and a lot and intimidating even to you. But really, it's all a facade. Like they're putting that on because they feel insecure inside. They don't feel very good enough. They feel fearful. They feel scared. And like you're the fool. You're young, you're innocent, you're childlike, you're free here. And I feel like this person might want to come with you into this next chapter, into this new beginning, or these people, but like it's your choice. But sometimes people like this, if they haven't done that work, if they're not willing to see it, they're not meant to. They're not meant to come with you. Because you have work to do. You have big work to do here. Huge work to do. And these types of people really can make you feel bad about yourself. Even as strong as you are, it's like you're very emotional and sensitive and empathetic. I get that from this collective, this group. You're very strong. Like I get a very Queen of Wands vibe from you. Very strong, very unapologetic, but at the same time, you're still sensitive. And having this kind of energy around all the time, if it's unnecessary, it's just not worth it to me. So take from that what you will. What else do I need to know here, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Is this person or these people, like, what do I want to ask here? What do we need to know? Are these people good for this collective? Not are they good for this collective? We know they're probably not if they're acting like that. Or like what's this person's intentions, I guess? What are these people's intentions with this collective here? What are these people's intentions? This person's intentions? Okay, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and Page of Wands. And then Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. With the World reversed peeking out. Okay, so this person might be somebody who comes across or thinks that, like, the way they want to be with you is... I'm getting kind of like a relationship vibe now, like a romantic relationship vibe, but it could, again, be for multiple different scenarios for you guys. Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Page of Wands. Like, I get that this person, their intention towards you is like they want to be like the provider. They want to give you everything you deserve in life. They want to shower you with abundance, and they want to show you that they can do that. And they want to like they just want to be that person who is like your match. They want to meet you where you're at. And they want to like join forces with you. They want to do all the beautiful union kind of stuff and all the beautiful fresh ideas, and like we could take the world together. Like we can do this. Like this is but to me like oh, like with Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck and the world in reverse, it's like I get that this is what this person is idealizing and maybe tries to present as, like they think this is what they are, and this is like their what do you call this? This is like their pitch. This is like their business pitch. So maybe it's business too, not just really. I'm getting business now as well. This is like their pitch to you. Oh, like I can give you all these things. It'll be so beautiful. It'll just be all the luxury and beautiful material things you want, and like it's just gonna be like friends forever or together forever, and oh, like the things we're gonna do together, the ideas, the adventures. Oh, it's all so awesome. But then on the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Cups, it's like they have no idea what they're doing. Just straight up, that's what I'm getting. They don't know what they're really doing fully. Or it's like they're lost in choices. It's like maybe they try to do this with multiple people. Maybe they have multiple people in their lives that they kind of come towards with this vibe and put on this face. Maybe it's something they've crafted. Maybe this is part of their coping mechanism, is creating this image so that people will like accept them and take them on, like more of like an energy siphoning, narcissistic kind of an energy. But it's like under the surface of it all, they have no idea who they are or what they're doing. They just kind of like wheel and deal. They kind of just do stuff just to do it, just to say it, and just to get in the door. And then they kind of just like think they can figure it out as they go, but not realizing like not realizing that by promising all this and saying all this, like that's a lot to live up to. And if you're not doing the work, and if you're not actually like, you don't have the goods to back that up, that's not something you can just fake for very long. So I'm getting like a narcissist vibe for some of you. Maybe this is like you're very empathic. Maybe you've done a lot of healing work to heal past people pleasing tendencies, to heal. I'm getting chills now from the bottom of my spine up. I'm getting it in like the root. Okay. Like to your core, to your root, you've healed these traumas with maybe this type of person before. Maybe you've dealt with a lot of these type of people. And with the tingles I just got, it's like, you've been through this one too many times to do this again. You have been through this one too many times to do it again. Okay? Hmm. So maybe for some of you, it's like you genuinely needed this reading to confirm for you, or are starting to wake up to this. But I'm getting that for a lot of you watching this, like you've been new to this. You're no fool. I mean, you had the fool energy on the bottom of the deck, but like you've been the fool, but you're no fool, if you know what I mean. You've been the fool, but you're no fool, honey. I don't know why my screen just went a little darker. Somebody's trying to like pull the wool over your eyes. Somebody's trying to block out the light of the truth of the situation, okay? Okay. Like the world in reverse, it's like they don't actually know what they're doing. Like they don't know where they're gonna go with this. They don't have that end goal, the world being the end of the major arcana. Like they don't know how to like carry this to the finish line. They don't know what the ultimate goal here is. They don't know how to complete the picture for real. They just know how to play games. They know how to cast illusions. I did not see this reading going this way, but here we are. It went from sort of like innocent little comments maybe this person has good intentions. Maybe it's like, oh, maybe they just need a little to like, okay, no, this is like a full blown, like, this is what they do. Those little signs, those little nudges, those little remarks, um, are like this leaking out, this like this fraudulentness, this like the true intentions leaking out. Okay. They can only keep the mask for so long, right? Before somebody who's as empathetic and as intuitive as you starts to pick up on the signs. It's interesting too that this lighting, there's like a shadow and a light across my face. This whole thing is about like somebody casting shadows or you trying to see into the shadow. Or needing to be aware there's a shadow. That the like we're in golden hour here, there's like this beautiful golden light casting and it's like beautiful lighting and it looks so good. But then there's this shadow where there's a more sinister, dark aspect that needs to be looked at. Hmm. 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 That's the energy I'm getting. I'm just getting like a like Five of Swords. Okay, this Five of Swords coming out again. Didn't it come out at the bottom at the beginning? Five of Swords and Two of Cups. Wow. Wow, okay. The chronology of this reading is very important. Some of you might need to watch this again, might be watching this again. The signs were showing themselves from the beginning of the reading, right? This Five of Swords came out. It was like, that's a little bit like, there's Five of Swords has that like I cheated to win kind of thing with along with the Seven of Swords, but it's more like I played unfairly to win at all costs. And this Two of Cups on the bottom with the Page of Wands, it's like this wants to like attach to you. It's like this wants to attach to you. This wants to go with you. This wants to be part of you, but it wants to like use you to bolster its own self-image. Funny I'm saying it because it's like it's an entity that's within. I see narcissism just in general, and I see like narcissism, sociopathy, psychopathy, like all of these siphoning kind of psychological disorders. I see them as like entities in themselves, like energetic entities that operate through people. Yeah. I feel like it's sort of like they take over like the soul of the person. It's so weird. It's so gross. Um, but yeah, it's like this is wanting to maybe because you're so light now, because you've done so much work. Like I said, you're like an empath to me who's gained some strength and some boundaries, that Queen of Swords. It's just like you're not doing this again. You're not doing this again. And like I said, the signs showed themselves in the beginning of the reading. Like I saw them. I saw the signs. We saw the Five of Swords. We saw that hyena with the side eye. We saw like the little remarks. We saw that Queen of Swords in reverse, right? But it's like still trying to be like, oh, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. We'll just hear them out. Should they come? Do they have good intentions? Because that's your nature, collective. Your nature is you give people opportunities. You give people chances. You're very open. You're very innocent. You're not guilty. You're very innocent. As much as people have tried to make you guilty. If you have had to have boundaries, if you've had to be strong, if you've had anger, if you've had to express a harsher aspect of yourself with that Queen of Swords again, you're not wrong for it. You needed to do that for your own survival. And I've heard this said before too. I heard a video recently about that Carl Jung talked about empaths, like you are so light as an empath that the darkness, the unconscious will devour you if you don't put up boundaries and act as the truth. The more light you become, the more that dark unconsciousness will be attracted to you and the stronger you have to get. You kind of got to be a little bit of a Take whatever word you want. You gotta be harsh. You gotta come across as you gotta let yourself be mean to some people. Let other people see you as a villain sometimes, if it's for the greatest good and if it's because you're protecting yourself. And if you're noticing these signs, you're right. Like, notice the signs. You've done this before. You know there's something in your energy that attracts this. And the reason you probably attract this is because, well, first of all, maybe it's part of your shadow that needs to be looked at. But second of all, because these types of people are not to be fixed by you, but need to be like shattered by you. Exposed by you. They're being attracted to you because you expose them where you used to take on their burdens, let them have their way with you. Now it's like the opposite. It's like they're attracted to you because you're very light, but you expose them, and that's scary for them. So they almost try to control you more. Whew. Okay, I want to get out of that energy here. Is there anything else, Spirit, that we need to know about this situation? Anything else we need to know about whoever's around, lurking around in this collective's energy right now, or has been lurking around in the energy, or whether they're looking for just clarity? Two of Pentacles reversed. And the Hermit. Okay, yeah, just like drop the burden, drop the excess, and like independent. Okay, drop the excess burden, like drop trying to juggle this situation or whatever these people are doing. Do whatever you can, because these types of people, this type of energy, this type of entity will also try to just throw so much chaos and so much of their darkness, right, into your field that you have to deal with, to make you have to hold on to too much and to be carrying a heavy burden and juggle, so that you're not becoming more light, so that you're not expanding, so that you're not doing your purpose, right? In my case, like, I've had people just consistently in the workplace, like weaponized incompetence, where it's like they just act like they can't do it, or they'll just intentionally be sloppy so that I have to clean it up, like that kind of thing. They will keep you down. So drop that and do what you are wanting on your own for yourself. Virgo energy as well, the Hermit. Like, I love some Virgo sass. Like, I love some Virgo cutoff. I love me a good Virgo comeback. I love me a good Virgo sarcastic remark. Maybe that's the aspect of yourself that's wanting to come out here. Maybe people have been dealing with this with you, but you're just like more direct about it. Maybe you can outdo them at their own game. I don't know. Maybe not. But it's like, you know what's best for you. You know what's best for you on your own in solitude. So do that. Do that and know you don't need this energy. You don't need these other people who are bringing you down to be around you. And don't let your empathy and don't let your kindness and don't let your need to create a better world or your feeling of responsibility to create a better world or to help people drag you into somebody's mess who cannot be helped. Because they can't. They can't be helped by another. They have to face themselves. And the best thing that you can do with energies like this is silence. Complete cutoff, complete silence, complete boundaries. Because it forces them, it literally gives them an existential crisis. It forces them to realize that you are not the problem because they're continuing to feel the way they're feeling. And they eventually have to face that shadow and come to themselves. It's like an undoing. They will undo themselves. They will like hang themselves on the cliff kind of thing if you just let it be. But the more you're involved, the more it bolsters their sense of self-importance. I've had to learn a lot about narcissism in the last year and in the last couple of months specifically because I have dealt with it. And I am telling you, do not open that door. Don't do it. Because you are the Queen of Pentacles. You are this. Like, you're already that. And it's like, ooh, okay. Oh, wow. I just got a vision. it's like this narcissistic energy, this person, this scenario is trying to like promise you and project onto you with promises like what you already are. They're literally using what they already see you as. They see you as this light. They see you as abundant. They see you as powerful. They see you as having it all together, being the provider. Like, you've got options. You are like the mother of the physical world, okay? It's like, you've got a garden. You've got a lush, beautiful, bountiful garden and home and family. Like, you've already got all this. And it's like this person or this situation is trying to like, it's so weird. It's like they're trying to dupe you with yourself. Like, they're trying to make you think you need more of yourself through them. They're trying to make you think that like they can give you yourself. Like, they're coming in as like a mirror, trying to, oh, it's so weird. Do you get what I'm trying to say here? I hope you're picking up on this energy too, because it's like, it's giving like destiny swappy, like weird, if you believe in any of that. But what I get from destiny swapping now, I didn't understand it before, but now I'm starting to get it through a situation I've been in my life. It's like people will do all this stuff to you. They will tear you down, they'll try to pull you down, but it's like once they see that you're strong and you're standing tall, then all of a sudden it's like they want to make you the bad guy and they want to like put you in their place for what they did. It's the weirdest thing. And they'll like smear you, they'll talk shite all over your name, you know, like they'll try to literally cast like exactly what they did to you and exactly who they are. They'll try to make other people believe you are that. And that they are this. They are you. Like, they want to believe they are you so bad. And they want to come to you with that earlier thing, right? The Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Like, it's like they like want to use your own potential and what's already happening for you to mirror it back at you as if they are somehow bringing this into you. It's like they're copying you to get into your space. Like, they're trying to mirror you to like get in the door, mirror you to get into this new cycle you're going into. Weird. That just makes me want to like, it just makes me want to shake it off. Like, ew. Anyway, it's just very, very deceptive and weirdo vibe. You don't need any of that. You don't need any of that. All right. Spirit, I want this reading to keep going. Like, it just wants to keep going. Like, I want to get the tea. Maybe that's kind of, and again, that's part of this reading, right? Like, look into it. Like, who is this person really? What is this aspect of the scenario, the situation, yourself even really? Like, what is this entity? What is the truth under it? Is there any herbal medicine here, Spirit? Herbal medicine, herbal astrology deck here that could help this collective here when facing this energy? Poppy, dream. And Rose, love. So the Poppy talks about allowing yourself to kind of, well, let me read it, because there are a lot of cards in this deck that have similar themes, but it essentially is about kind of allowing yourself to see into darkness, but not getting consumed by it. So in this position, it means the mystery of dream time, the great unknown, regenerating in darkness, breaking addictive habits, addiction to people as well, okay? Releasing unhealthy relationships, aligning to new intentions. Poppy's piercing dual nature and history are closely representative to that of the Devil card in tarot. The Devil represents the darkness of material obsession, addiction, and pursuit of false ideals for the sake of vanity and personal gain. The constructs of this reality, Saturn, have enabled a contorted darkness that does not belong to the soul signature of this divine flower, Neptune. Look deeper through the lens of her beauty to find that she embodies the mystical magic of the dream time, the place of unbound potential where we regenerate daily and commune with the divine. Excess and abuse of mystical powers like those of Poppy means that you'll likely end up lost in her dark labyrinth. Break the experiences that lead to escapism and empty intentions and align to the light found within the mystical darkness found in the dream time. Okay. So for some of you, I feel it's like you're seeing this weird energy, this like soul-sucking, like narcissistic, mirror-y illusion game. You're starting to see it for yourself. And Spirit's guidance for you is like learning what that game is, learning how every human is capable of it as well. These like manipulative, underhanded, weird games that everyone's on a spectrum of it, but like that's the shadow, right? Seeing that this is what's happening in this situation and being able to see it through a lens of love, being able to see clearly that that's not the way to live. It's just not. That's not the way to live. That's not a life. To constantly be soul-sucking and like stealing and monitoring and like swapping with people. It's like, it's all just running away from the self. All of that is to run away from the discomfort of the self. And what I get is that you are just to kind of hold up your hand and light and say, stop. This stops here. Enough is enough. I see what's happening because I've sat in this energy too. But rather than falling into this energy, rather than allowing myself to be consumed by and become the darkness, I see it and I transmute it with love. But I don't take on more than what is my share. That's what I feel like Spirit's saying to you. Discernment, discernment, discernment. And you have learned this through that cycle of being the Queen of Swords. Now you know how to deal with other reverse Queen of Swords. Like, you know how to nip that in the bud right away, okay? So I'm going to give you a final message here through the Sacred Creators Oracle, and then I'll let you go. This is a longer reading, but I just feel like I could keep going. Gotta nip it in the bud. All right, Spirit, here, what's the message for this collective that I can leave them with? A message of hope or a message of clarity. Something that kind of seals the deal here in the best possible light. And see, now that light has moved and the shadow has dissipated. Fierce Serenity with the Lion, number 8. That's giving the Strength card. Upright. The now. This is who you are. Embody it in the now. You are strength. You are light. You are radiance. You are positivity. You've been through this cycle enough to know not to go back into it again. You're not going to, because you see it. You're like, I've been through this before. I know. Just keep remembering who you are this Leo season. You're the lion. Your strength. And you're not going to let anything bring you down. And just enjoy that. Enjoy that right here, right now. I'm seeing a bunch of sunflowers in my garden now, right in front of me here with the sunset behind them, and they look so beautiful. And I feel like that's what you look like too, to more people than you realize. Start seeing it in yourself. All right. I love you so, so, so much. Thank you for being here. I will see you in the next reading. I don't want this reading to end. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your lovely comments. I will see you in the next one. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.